What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And guys, I have to admit that today's video most likely will not be so pleasant for you. And if you don't want to hear, let's say, the opinion that is not reflecting your opinion at all, and that you don't want to hear, just close this video and move forward. But I have to admit that I am completely unbiased, and that is why I have to show you this news, and that this news might definitely change your opinion. So, before we dive deep into all of this, guys, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm and drop me a line in the comment section if you think my videos are valuable for you. On top of that, if you want to know more about technical analysis, if you want to enhance your trading skills, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my Patreon account. And for now, guys, I have three tiers. It is Discord Access tier, Safe Haven and Gold tier. And if you want to just be in line with all the latest news and with the most recent actions and potential upcoming actions of the US stock market, it is more than enough to join just Discord Access. If you want me to cover your personal position and if you want me to create a plan for you to invest in stock market, Safe Haven is for you. The only difference in between these two tiers is that on Safe Haven tier you will have a monthly 30-minute Zoom call session with me. And the Gold tier is for people who want to take the most from my experience and from my knowledge. And in this tier, you will have a 30 minutes weekly Zoom call with me where I will teach you how to beat the market. On top of that, guys, for the members of this tier, I will give my personal signals where to enter and where to leave the position. I will do it when market conditions are more predictable for swing positions. So, and let me give you a sneak peek on the Discord group. You can see that I publish a lot of updates on the market, and as you can see, I even make predictions of its upcoming movements. And if you follow my channel for quite some time, you know that I have a very high level of experience in this type of trades. And guys, in this Discord group, I explain a lot to my patrons, and I do a lot of technical analysis on demand on different assets. Here is the general sentiment of the market on April the 10th. Here is INTC, ISRG. Here is JDR, KLB, MSTR, and other ticker symbols. You can see that I do it pretty much 2 or 3 times a week. And all of my community members know how to benefit out of these market conditions. So guys, and let's begin today's video with this couple of tweets that were written by RareDD, and I have to say that his questions that he asks in these tweets are very interesting. So, about 2 weeks ago, FINRA held their 2025 annual conference in Washington, D.C. They've yet to make a post about how the conference went or anything from the conference on X platform. Why? Because at this conference, multiple times, FINRA most likely mentioned that their goal is investor protection, market integrity. But how can they truly believe this when they are unwilling to perform a simple audit to prove their estimates are accurate for a security that isn't even trading, MMTLP? FINRA wasn't respected before the MMTLP fiasco. Now they can't even post on social media because investors know that they aren't a legitimate regulator. On top of that, he added this. It's been more than 2 years since FINRA prematurely U3 halted trading in MMTLP. FINRA has made the claim on November the 6th of 2023 in their supplemental FAQ that the existing short interest at the time of the halt was approximately 2.65 million shares, see image 1. NextBridge Hydrocarbons has informed FINRA's lead counsel that they've been approached by a single entity requesting multiples more than 2.65 million to correct their imbalance, image 2. Both FINRA and the SEC are aware of this. And the fact that FINRA has the ability to audit, at the very least, non-international entities, but for some odd reason this hasn't taken place, or if it has, the results haven't been shared with the issuer. Why? Why is the SEC only focused on pursuing the former CEOs? And guys, in this case I can answer this question, and the one of the reasons why the SEC is pursuing CEOs of NextBridge Hydrocarbons and Torchlight Energy is because they are still well, hiding some information. And guys, in my opinion, the fact that Greg McCabe stated that he was contacted by some entities and they asked him to issue more shares of NextBridge Hydrocarbons in order to cover their short position. And with this statement, he basically confirms it officially, but he doesn't want to disclose it for the MMTLP shareholders. And why is that? The main question is following. He has a fiduciary duty. He has to answer questions that might be related to the wealth and to the property of the shareholders. And for now, we know that a lot of people are in the list of NBA shareholders because of the U3 halt. And they didn't want to be there. And Greg McCabe is still in charge of the actions that might help these people to withdraw their money if this option is available for them. But for some reasons, Greg doesn't want to answer this question, and that is why, guys, well, it is a huge red flag for the CEO of NextBridge Hydrocarbons. On top of that, I want to show you this tweet, and it is quite interesting explanation from Due Diligence. He wrote this just several hours ago. And by the way, guys, I will not comment on these tweets because the next statement that I will show you will basically oppose to these statements, and I want to remain completely unbiased. I want to show you this information, and that's it. So, Due Diligence wrote in response to his own tweet that he wrote on August 29th of last year. Let me first of all quote this one. Brokers also told us in those last 2 days that any short positions would be forced to close because the NextBridge shares were not tradable. And to that point in history, short positions were never allowed to exist in a private company. I could not believe what happened next. And he also added this. Let me at least help settle one thing. According to the brokers at the time, shorts did have to close. See the post below. If they didn't and they weren't about to be forced to close, then why the hell has our argument for the last 2 years been that the halt saved shorts? Someone clue me in because I'm having trouble following. Plus, TradeStation said that because there was no market for the security, they were not able to recall the shares they lent out. This means that because of the halt, they weren't able to fulfill their obligations to deliver shares to their clients. Shares that should have been recalled to settle the open positions. How the hell you think they were gonna recall them? FINRA's U3 halt slammed the door shut. The halt didn't just save shorts, it screwed over longs by trapping them in a broken system with no way to reconcile the share imbalance. This is exactly why we've been screaming for transparency and proper audited share count. And here's the answer from Amy. And I have to admit that Amy has, well, she belongs to so-called another part of MMTLP community because she's opposing to the, let's say, main opinion of the MMTLP community that the wrongdoers are authorities. She thinks that the wrongdoers are the board of directors, former and current board of directors of MMTLP and NextBridge Hydrocarbons. So, let me quote you this. Oh man, just when I thought Due Diligence wasn't a complete idiot, he says some dumb things like this. True, there wasn't a market because MMAT nixed DTC ability for shares to transfer. And NBH made the shares non-tradable, no QSIP. It wasn't the halt. So, quite interesting statement, and guys, let me show you some updates in regards to the statement that NextBridge Hydrocarbons is a public company. Wasabi21 wrote this tweet in response to Ocelot due diligence, where he stated that to be a public company, the company has to trigger just one out of 3 or 5 conditions, and one of these conditions was the number of shareholders. And Wasabi21 wrote this: splitting hairs, public reporting doesn't mean public. To be truly public, all 3 of these are required, with the trading on an exchange being key. So, saying they are public is not totally true. Call it private, public reporting, or public non-trading, but not public. And Ocelot responded: none of this is true. A company only needs to have one of these to trigger public reporting status. Think direct listing to exchange. Only one, but we will be registering securities, usually via Form S1. But hey, given last 10Q, NBH has less than 10 million in assets. And he also added, unless their S1 is made effective, they will no longer be required to file periodic filings at the end of this year, unless they choose to do so. Some issuers do so because it makes their securities more attractive. As of now, NextBridge is public by all definitions. So, again, quite interesting statement, and guys, to be honest, it is very tricky to understand all the details that are hiding behind the scenes, and to be honest, if you want to just trade on a stock market, you don't need to know all these details for any particular company. You just have to do a basic due diligence, and you have to know what should you do from the technical standpoint with the share price. And guys, within a minute I will show you another quite interesting update that will literally blow your mind, and I will show you how some people from MMTLP community might mislead our community itself, and it is really mind-blowing. So let me show you this. Scott wrote this, basically he reposted the tweet of Amy, again from Amy, and Amy wrote this tweet to Anna Trades, and Anna just 19 hours ago wrote the tweet about Finger. She wrote, Finger is being massively undervalued, not because of fundamentals, but because of engineered suppression. Revenue dipped, and she made several statements that I don't want to dig much deeper inside them. I just want to show you this tweet. Hey Anna, were you, Ham, Pedro, Christian, or Bam the consultant or individuals in this FNGR filing? Not the offshore one, obviously, although shouldn't be overlooked. And she added this screenshot of the official statement of Finger, where they stated that, wait a second, I will show you somewhere here. Roman Subs wrote, Finger private placement. There are 8 people to buy stock 940k shares at $2.5 each, and paid a finder's fee of $235,000 to one person. Looking at the chart, looks like those buyers either shorted the stock before and or after the purchase. Not good. Down she goes, link in comments. And I have to admit that Finger paid to some individuals and consultants a huge amount of money, about $2.35 million, and for some reasons and for obvious reasons, definitely they don't want to disclose who these people are, but Anna just recently started to promote Finger extremely hard. And here's one of her statements. 15 hours ago she wrote this: Finger under attack, but it's not retail selling. Price drop equals synthetic. Guys, this statement is at least controversial. Over 1.2 million shares traded. It is just a fact. Technicials confirm bullish reversal forming, volume climbing, MACD crossing, RSI rebounding. And guys, show me these technicials who confirms this bullish reversal. Let me show you the price action of Finger right now. On the multiple time frames, let's start with the daily time frame. We don't have any signs of its bullishness. It had a substantial movement to the upside, and it was at extremely high, extremely oversold position according to RSI. It was at more than 85 points. Then it started a quite healthy retracement right after this movement. On top of that, guys, all indicators on a daily time frame show me that it is still very bullish. 4 hours time frame. Also, we don't have any signs of any potential trend reversal according to RSI or MACD. 3 hours time frame, the same. 2 hours time frame, the same. 1 hour time frame, the same. On top of that, guys, right after 5 waves movement to the upside, and I just do this analysis on the fly, we have to see an ABC correction to the downside, and this is this ABC. This potentially might be A wave for B, and we have to see 5 waves into our C wave. And for now, we have only 1, 2, 3. If it is the bottom of the third wave, and I have a lot of doubts about it, then we have to see a 4th wave and 5th wave to the downside. So, Anna, can you show me, please, these technicians who confirm its bullish divergence, bullish reversal forming? I have to admit that these price targets are also total BS. And guys, let me remind you that Anna previously filed a lawsuit against the wrongdoers. It was a TradeStation, so-called TradeStation case, and it was filed, I guess, somewhere at the late of May of 2024, and it was terminated somewhere in November of last year. So she lost this lawsuit, but for some reasons she started to promote another, to be honest, not the best company. And yes, you can trade it in both directions, but you cannot tell to your viewers, to your readers, that it forms a bullish divergence. And if I do analysis on this type of stocks, I definitely show the bearish momentum and the bearish potential in these stocks. So why are you doing this? For now, it is a main question. So let's switch to our cases, our active lawsuits. And just yesterday, we have one more filing that was made on Spears versus Securities and Exchange Commission case. It is an order on motion for extension of time to file response. And let me show you what is the date, the deadline. So, on a post motion for extension of time to file response, it is ordered that plaintiff may file a response to Defendant Securities and Exchange Commission's motion to dismiss by June 18th, 2025. So again, we have another deadline for this extension in time, and Daniel Spears has to file this document within next, I would say, 3 weeks. Next one, do we have, yes, we have an update in Wilcott versus Securities and Exchange Commission case. Just yesterday we have 3 documents, so let me show you them in details. It is a response to motion filed by Financial Industry Regulatory Authority, a post motion for leave to file second amended complaint filed by plaintiff Contic Wilcott, and response in opposition to motion filed by GTS Securities, R. Rubinstein, a post motion for leave to file second amended complaint filed by plaintiff Contic Wilcott. So I have to say that these documents are behind the paywall, and I cannot tell you what is these documents about yet, but definitely I will do my best in order to find it out. Next one, we have an update in Scott Roach versus Gary Gensler case. It is an order on motion for extension of time to file response, and let me show you right here how you can find the date. You have to Google the docket number, and on a page. Wait a second, it is wrong case. Here it is, Trot versus Gensler. On the Pace Monitor link on the Pace Monitor page, you can see the same documents, and it is a full title of this document. So, order granting motion for extension of time to file response as to 12 motion to dismiss for failure to state a claim. The new schedule is as follows. Deadline for parties to comply with Local Rule 26A is June 20th, 2025. Deadline for Trot to file response to motion to dismiss is July the 2nd, and the deadline for SEC to file reply to motion to dismiss is July 30th, signed by District Judge Mary K. Lanthier. So, And yes, we have another set of deadlines for the responses from the parties of this case as well. Let me show you next one. We have an update in a Peace versus Securities and Exchange Commission case. It is response in opposition to plaintiff's motion for leave to reply to motion by Financial Industry Regulatory Authority. And again, I don't have an access behind the paywall, but probably later on I will find the way how to take a look at these documents. So another update on Rolla versus Securities and Exchange Commission. On May 28th, you can find this docket, and it says, first memorandum in opposition to defendant Securities and Exchange Commission in regards 63 motion to dismiss first amended complaint filed by Jason Todd Rollo. Again, this document is hidden behind the paywall. Next one. No, we don't have any updates on this case. No updates on TRCH versus Next Breach. Trot versus Rubinstein. May the 6th is the last update. Next one, Oxer versus Securities and Exchange Commission. The last update was made on May 14th. But guys, about 3 or 5 videos ago, I read to you the letter that was written by Daniel, and he explained his current status, and he explained there that he is awaiting for some updates from other lawsuits in order to make some updates in his motion and to file this motion properly. So that is why, guys, I think as you can see, the snowball effect is still running, and we have more and more updates from the litigation path to the resolution. But at the same time, yes, we have quite controversial actions from a non-litigational path community members. It is what it is, and see you in the next video. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just